So welcome to my review of the Nissin i40. Firstly going to unbox it, then do a few tests, have a look at how it works, and then give my initial thoughts. So taken out of the box, you can see it's quite small in its form, comes in a lovely case with a little clippy thing for the belt. I'm just taking it out now. You can see in the case you've got a nice foot stand to put it on, which you can put on a tripod and a light stand, and a Stoffen style diffuser, which is great. So turning it around, you can see it's quite small. I'm going to put the Stoffen diffuser on the front. It's not actually made by Stoffen, that's just what I call them. And turning around, it's quite sleek, it's quite small. You can see it has manual dials at the back. You can see I've just turned around past the tiny compartment for the 4 AA batteries it takes. It bounces up, flips up, rotates I think 270 degrees, which is excellent. Just going to put it back there, put it down. So having a look here at the dials, you've got lots of manual modes. You've got TTL manual mode, you've got slave for film, slave for digital, although I'd only use slaves for digital. You've got an auto mode, which I'd never use. Green and red buttons there. Now the manual modes and the TTL, your compensation is a manual dial, which is really simple to use. One thing which I'm not sure about is the video light. You can see it's a tiny little light at the front. I didn't get a massive amount of power out of it. It's quite difficult to see here, so I'm going to turn it off. Turn it around, you can see what that LED is like without it on. Turn it back on, and there it's shining. It's not great. I think I was getting f1.4 at ISO 100, so it's really not a powerful light. Here you can see, although you can't see actually until I turn it down, move it down, you can see it's got a built-in bounce card. Amazing. Everything's in this tiny little flash. And just turn it over. Now you can set, that's got guide for setting the zoom. Yes, it is a zoom flash as well. That's where you turn it off. And rather than do one of those little spinny dial things, you just pop it out to release it from your hot shoe. So I'm going to do some tests against my other flashes for the recycle time. So what I've done, I've gone out in the garden and I've set up my camera and I'm just pressing the trigger as quick as I can. So the first one I've tested is the YN568, and that took 6.34 seconds to recycle. You might be able to see it where it goes green. Next one is the Yongnuo 460. Strangely, that took 2.8 seconds to recycle. And the i40 took about 3.94 seconds to recycle. So you can see here, I'm comparing it to one of the larger flashes, the standard size flashes. Tiny in comparison, like a little mini-me. Much lighter as well. So it fits underneath quite nicely. And what are my thoughts? Well, my thoughts are as follows. It's a great little flash. It's really easy to use. It's really light. It doesn't quite fit in the pocket, but it almost fits in the pocket. And it's a great addition. You don't lose anything by using this flash. It's as powerful as a big boy. It's as powerful as a bigger flash, but a lot smaller. Has some really good features. TTL, zoom flash, bounce card, that video light which we talked about, slave, and it's small enough that you can stick it somewhere and trigger it as a slave. It's just great. I love it. For the price, it's a great package, and is probably going to be my go-to flash. The only problem I've found is it doesn't work particularly well with flash modifiers. It's actually too small, or they're designed for a bigger flash head. Anyway, look for my other videos and click here to subscribe, and click here because there may be a future video coming. Thanks very much. Goodbye.